Hello everyone, welcome back to Hum Tumor JavaScript. So today's topic is array map method. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss about map method with examples. Okay, so what is map methods, why we use map methods, and when to use map method and when not to use map method. Okay, so everything will be discussed with an examples basically. Okay, so before going ahead, just let us discuss about the theoretical part of map. Okay, what actually is map method? So map method is basically higher order function. So like reduce is there, sort is there. So just like that itself, map method is also a higher order function. Okay. So what map method does it like? It creates a new array from calling a function for every array element. Okay. So it will iterate through the array. Okay, and it will on each array element it will call an function basically. Okay, so same over here also, it does not execute for empty elements. Okay, so if there is no element it will not execute that callback function, and it does not change the original array also. Okay, so this I have copied from like different site. Okay, so apart from that, okay, if someone asks you what is array map method, okay, basically map method, so the word which you should use, like keyword will be like modification. Okay, which you should use. Okay, so the basic work of map method or basic task of map method is like to modify an array. Okay, so if you want to modify an array, so we go with the map method itself. Okay, so let's move to the syntax part. Okay, so this will be the syntax of like map. So array will be there on which the map is applied. Okay, and then we have two params. One will be the callback function and the other will be like this value. So this value over here is an optional value and this will refer to the this object, sorry, this reference. Okay, and in the callback function, so over here this is a normal function. You can use like any arrow function or any function over here. So in this callback function you will get three different parameters. One will be current value, the current element, index, the index of the current element, array. So array will be the array on which the map has been applied. Okay, so over here we have different object. I have already mentioned one object. Okay, so array of object basically it is. So I will show you up. As I said, map is basically used for modification of an array. Okay, so I will show you how let's implement that. Okay, constant result one equal to array dot map, and we will call a callback function. So over here I will just use arrow function. Okay, then we will return. So now we will modify an array. Actually, we see over here we have name and ID properties within that object. We will try to add one new property to it. Okay, so item we have spread that. Okay, the all the properties, all previous properties will come. Okay, now we will add, just adds anything. Okay, randomly we will add an year. Okay, so we are done with it. Okay, so now we will log it so that we can see the output. Okay, so we have already done it. We will save this code and we can see. Okay, so I've refreshed the page. Now you can see over here. So it was like name and ID was there. We have added externally. See, we can add. So what we have done over here, we have modified that previous object, like object. We cannot say, like we have modified the last array and we have got a new array over here. So this is the modified version of the array. So the modification has been done. Okay, so now we can even do a conditional modification. Okay, so now see, will so these are the use case. Like there are different use case which you can follow as per your requirement. You can use map. Okay, so over here I will just look to. So now what we will do, so just our new condition, just take a condition that we need to change the this object name. Okay, so the name is react.js, which we are going to change. So what we will do like this: if item dot id triple equal to 4, then we will change the name it and we will return. So it will return same item will be same, and name we will do it as it's react.js. We will keep it as angular.js. Okay, and the others, if the item ID is not 4, so we'll return the element as it is. Okay, so now over here we'll get the second result also. So you can see we have modified the name. Okay, the angular, it has become angular JS for id is equal to 4. Okay, so you can see how you can differently with as per your requirement you can modify the array. Okay, so now the question is when we should not use a map function. Okay, so we should not use a map function whenever you don't want to modify any, so you don't want to return anything. Over here, see, we are returning anything. Over here also we are returning. Over here also we are returning. But once you are not returning anything, so you should never use a map. You should go with for or for each. Okay, I'll show you when not to use it. Okay, so just consider we have sum. Let sum equal to 0. So our scenario is basically simple. We need to add, like we need to give the sum of all the element within an array. Okay, and result 3. Okay, equal to, we'll use an array 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5. Okay, dot map. Okay, and over here we'll see item. Okay, item equal to sum equal to plus data. So as you can see, in this method we are not returning anything from map. Okay, the map is used, we are iterating through the array, we are like doing the sum and all, but we are not returning any values. Okay, I'll do it likewise. Okay, so we are not returning any value over here. So now we will see what actually is the output which we are getting, and I will explain you what actually happens over here. Now this will be the third one. Okay, and even we will log the sum. Okay, so whenever you don't want to return, whenever we are not returning anything from map function, so then map function will return undefined. So map function will always return something and it will return undefined if you are not returning anything. Okay, so basically what will happen over here, so map function will return 5 times, it will return undefined, so array will be result 3 will have 5 times undefined, and sum, as we know, the calculation will be done. Okay, we will get the sum proper itself. So see, over here we can see it's 1 3 6 10 15. Okay, so it has returned like with the addition, like actually it is returning over here, but what we will do, sorry, I have already used shorthand now. So arrow function has this, so we will not return anything over here. Okay, so then it was shorthand operator, like I have used shortcut, sorry, shorthand of arrow function, so it returned that. But now I'll mention over here. Okay, so now it will not return anything. So you can see undefined, 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 undefined. We got the sum proper, but the value of over here it's undefined. So whenever, if your requirement is something like you have to do the sum and all, where you don't want to return anything from that array, or after that map function, so never go with the map function. Okay, so for this approach, for this problem statement, you should go with for each or for loop, but never go with map function. So still, if you have any doubt regarding this video, like map, so you can comment down. Okay, and apart from this, like I have already in the description, you can find the link of the document over there. You can get all the like um, links and even the codes which I have done. So I will add this code also there, so you can refer that. Thank you.